stories didn't matter, then people wouldn't try and censor them. If stories didn't matter, then stories would not be banned, or they would not be considered subversive. We would not give them the attention that we do.
Then the powers that be wouldn't be so afraid of them and afraid of our voices.
Distract people, entertain people, numb people. I'm going to call that entertainment. I'm going to call that.
Can I just say, this is such a wonderful conversation. I knew, like, these are two very intelligent, funny, talented people, but this is even better than what I was hoping for because they're engaging in such interesting and important subject matter. Just brilliant. I love it so much.
You know, but a lot of kind of the reason why we do is because it inbuilt to us is like we have a reverence for story because it's how we make meaning out of our reality, you know, and the weighting that we give to different characters in stories or.
So you believe Nicole Kidman?
Huh?
You believe Nicole Kidman?
Mostly. Why? What'd she do?
Man, you know what I'm talking about. Play Nicole Kidman.
The ad, yeah, the AMC.
We come to this place for magic. We come to AMC Theaters to love.
Oh, they're playing it on the TV.
To care.
Yes, with the suit. Oh, this really resonated with the queers because it's so camp.
Because we need that.
Yeah.
All of us.
Of course we do.
That indescribable feeling we get
Yep.
when the lights begin to dim.
AMC 16 or 25 here in Manhattan.
And we go somewhere
Here we go.
we've never been before. Not just entertained.
Not just
but somehow
entertained.
reborn. Together. Dazzling images. on a
Nicole took
huge
all my
silver
talking
screen.
points.
Sound
I got
that
nothing
I
for the rest of this
feel.
podcast, honestly. This is like this is the bit that I do.
Heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our heroes feel like the best part of us. And stories feel perfect and powerful.
I've got a take on this, yeah.
Because
Good.
Don't interrupt her.
they are. AMC Theaters.
Don't
We
interrupt
make
her.
movies better.
That's amazing. She's got bars for days. So here's what I'd say. Stories do matter, but representation is not an end in itself. You know?
Yes.
There's like this theory of media. I think it is like Herbert Marcuse or someone like that. I'm probably misquoting, but this idea that like actually in order to maintain control of a society, you need to have kind of tokenistic representation of marginalized groups, right, within it, to feel like they've got something. And actually there's something they
appease
have
the
meaningless.
masses
It's like a
and
Marxist kind
therefore
of like critique
suppress them.
of like liberal media, right? Like we're going to represent all these different points of view.
Give them a couple
and
of these
lies.
shreds.
Excuse me. I didn't realize we were going to have a Marx reference in this interview. This is just getting better and better.
Exactly, it's
these little
crumbs, but
crumbs.
actually
Yeah.
the structures which you are creating in are still oppressive, they're still corrupting, they're still capitalistic, they're still unequal, and all that kind of stuff. Now, that is partly true. But that's also not accounting for all the stories we're telling outside of those systems. You know, stories matter, not just like when you go to see them at AMC Theaters. They matter the stories you tell your kid, they matter the stories you've inherited, they matter in books, they matter in regional theater. The stories, I'd say, are bigger than just like corporate Hollywood necessarily, right? I'm not going to kind of tie the value of storytelling purely to that
AMC movie
arena.
theaters,
But
right.
even within that arena, of course, it's meaningful having, Sinners up there, smashing it in that way. Of course, it's meaningful having Black Panther in that kind of way. And that's because, and again, I say it's not an end in itself, but that's because of what it inspires. How it inspires people to see themselves differently and see other people differently.
Yeah.
I do think that what stories do and what our role as storytellers is to constantly expand the scope of who is considered human and what is considered human. I think stories matter for all those reasons, right?
Yes.
But what excites me more now, rather than having a seat at the table, is building my own table. Mm-hmm. That's what bait is for me.
Okay. FD Signifier, he is a YouTuber, but he also streams. So go follow, subscribe to him. He made an incredible video essay on Tyler Perry. It's 4 hours, so you're in for the long haul, but it is worth every minute of watching. And he has this exact metaphor that he goes with. of saying, like, what's the point in building your own table, like Tyler Perry, if you're not going to let anyone else eat at it besides you? It's brilliant.